Hello, my name is Lance Hartman. I am the Vice President of Product Development for the Simline Pavement Maintenance Group, and I'd like to start by thanking you for taking the time to be part of this product launch. We're very excited to reveal our new innovative product to you, but before we do, let's cover how we got where we are today. 2 years ago, we set a mission for ourselves to be the best at creating products that extend the life of pavement in a safer, more productive, and less intrusive way. We aligned our product development roadmap with this mission and began with the products that we had been producing for decades. We have made progress to align our existing products with our mission, and today we are proud that we are able to offer our customers nearly all of our products in our high visibility safety green, helping keep workers safer on roadways every day. Our crack sealers have the lowest load height in the industry, as well as the lowest sound level, keeping workers safe and also assuring our equipment is less intrusive to the public when used in populated areas. Our M-Series crack sealers and our P5 one-man patcher were also updated to become the easiest products in the market to use in their respective categories. Our product roadmap only started with aligning these products to our mission. We then began down a path of innovating, and today we will present to you our first of a string of industry-changing innovations we are going to launch over the next 3 years. We're proud to present to you the C1 combination machine. At the heart of this machine is the very popular and easy-to-use M1 crack sealer. As always, it's capable of being ready to crack seal in under an hour. In addition to being a crack sealer, as a combination machine, the C1 is also capable of producing mastic sealant on demand. In under an hour, this machine can produce a steady stream of mastic all day. Workers can also perform both tasks at once without any complicated changeover steps. We're excited to tell you more, but before we get into the details, let's step back and talk about the significance of having a combination machine. In pavement maintenance, the two most troublesome problems are cracks and potholes. Up until now, the industry has had to tackle these two problems with two different machines or methods and two different crews with two different disruptions to the public. Crack sealers, of course, are the weapon of choice for cracks, and many different solutions exist for potholes. All of these solutions have different costs and trade-offs. Of these, mastic sealant has risen in popularity over the past few years because it solves the pothole problem efficiently and reliably. And until today, it has only come packaged in a factory. So what is mastic sealant? Simply, mastic sealant is made up primarily of aggregate that interlocks to form a structure that resists permanent deformation. The aggregate is bound by a sealant which also waterproofs a patch. Mastic sealant is just rock and sealant. When taking a look at today's factory packaged mastic, it reveals that it is 1/3 sealant and 2/3 aggregate. Sometimes the word engineered aggregate is used with factory packaged mastic, and appropriately so. This is because factory packaged mastic is prepared and dispensed in batches. The batch process requires that the aggregate be constantly mixed to attempt to keep the aggregate in suspension in order to maintain a consistent blend. For this reason, a special engineered aggregate must be used in order to prevent it from sinking to the bottom of the batch. So how does the C1 take a great solution like mastic sealant and make it better? The C1 makes solving pothole and crack sealing problems safer, faster, less disruptive, and more profitable. The C1 is safer in many ways. First, just like the M-Series melters, it has best-in-class lowest load height and lowest sound level and is standard in high visibility green. The machine has an offset mastic sealant chute that allows a crew to work on a shoulder or a single lane to keep workers safe. This leads us to the next opportunity, which is faster. How can the C1 be faster? Well, there's two comparisons here. The first is the most obvious. If you have a need to seal cracks and patch potholes, one crew and a single disruption is simply more efficient than two. In fact, the C1 is much faster than conventional pothole patching methods. Jeff Taylor and Brian Berkey of Worland, Wyoming Public Works said that patching with the C1 combination machine is highly productive compared to our conventional cut, prep, fill, and compact method. What a single crew can patch with the C1 in 2 days would take us weeks using our conventional process. If it's just mastic sealant methods we want to compare, we need to get into the details of the C1 on-demand mastic and compare it to the factory package mastic process. The C1 is designed to produce a steady stream of mastic all day once it's heated up. The heat up time is best in class in less than 1 hour. Once it's hot, even wet aggregate can be dumped out of the tow vehicle into the machine and it will produce consistent mastic continuously. Over an 8-hour shift, the machine can make over 24,000 pounds of mastic. Factory package mastic must be heated up in batches, and the heat up process takes time, sometimes 2 or 3 hours. Once the batch is ready to work, the product can be dispensed quickly, as long as the application allows it, of course. The most common 250-gallon machines can produce as much as 10,000 pounds per 8-hour shift, including 2 heat-up cycles. To minimize the downtime to crews, high-volume contractors often resort to buying 2 machines and toggling their crew between them in order to optimize their labor force. Heating product on demand simply makes the job faster, more productive, and results in more consistent mastic. Here's a short clip of the C1 producing its steady stream of mastic on demand. Every time a crew works on a roadway, there is disruption to the public. There's the noise, parking inconveniences, and traffic issues. With the C1, the road is only closed once for a brief time in order to cover crack sealing and pothole patching. Interruption can be minimized because with the offset material chute, the C1 can work down a single lane, leaving the other one open for traffic. And when the machine rolls through a neighborhood, it does so with the lowest sound level in the industry, keeping the noise and complaints to a minimum. Being more profitable can be simply reduced to the fact that if you can take a single machine and solve the problem of potholes efficiently, you'll save money. Users will likely also have the ability to solve more of those problems than they normally would. Let's get into the details. The total cost of pothole repair can be simplified into 4 buckets: machine cost, material cost, labor cost, and the cost of disruption. Let's look at how the C1 does in each category. We'll start with machine cost. If you are comparing the C1 to having to buy both a crack sealer and a dedicated mastic machine, the C1 is 20% less. Now let's cover material cost. The comparison we'll make regarding material cost will be to that of factory package mastic. As if you're considering the C1, you've likely already decided that mastic sealant is a solution that will work for you. Recall from earlier that factory package mastic is 2/3 rock. So for each pound of factory package mastic, 2/3 of that pound is rock. If we follow that math, for each ton of mastic, 1,300 pounds of it is rock. If each pound of mastic costs on average 60 cents a pound, then you are paying $800 per ton for the rock with factory package mastic. When using the C1, an aggregate you locally source and spec, you can expect to pay no more than $70 per ton. That equates to at least a 90% savings. Next, let's compare labor costs. Repairing potholes and crack sealing are commonly done with 2 machines or processes and 2 separate crews. With the C1, a single crew can perform both tasks simultaneously. The final savings opportunity is the cost of disruption, which we've already discussed. When it comes to the disruption of closing down a street or roadway, the factors are many, and so there's no easy way to calculate the savings. Simply, we know that minimizing the disruption to the public and closing a roadway down so that maintenance can be done in a safe manner for the public and for workers adds up to real cost. Working through all the factors of total cost of operation can be tedious. but we know the financials are important to you, so we've got you covered. We have a simple tool that makes it very easy for you to compare what you will save when purchasing and using the C1 combination machine over factory packaged mastic. This tool allows you to use your own factors for labor, material prices, and annual material usage. CPMG representatives are prepared to help you with this. Our nationwide demonstration tour of the C1 has already begun. Don't let us roll through your neighborhood and miss seeing this new innovation in action. Please contact CPMG to make sure you are on our demonstration schedule. Finally, thank you for your time. We look forward to showing you the C1 in person and continuing with you down our road of innovation.